Ladies, gentlemen, and amalgamites, TFG here, and today we're going to be talking about a topic you probably haven't thought about in a while. Long story short, I'm a Pyro main, if that wasn't already obvious by the everything. This is Spicy Cappuccino, a parody I made of minty coffee that took on a whole new life of its own. I've talked about why I love the Panic Attack, and now it's time to talk about why I like the Neon Annihilator. But first, we have to check off some Pyro main stereotypes, so please follow along because I'm only going to do this once. The Squirt Shot is a crutch. Anyone who uses it is bad and should feel bad about themselves. The Gas Passer is completely useless. Either make it charge faster or make the cloud last longer, or literally anything. Fuck the third degree for being a direct upgrade and still completely useless. Degreaser is best boy. Alright, that's all of them. On its surface, the Neon Annihilator seems pretty basic and highly situational. You can use it to remove sappers from the engineer's buildables, similar to how the Homewrecker works, albeit slightly less effective. However, the main draw, the biggest thing that sets this weapon apart from every other item in the game, is the 100% crit rate against wet players. This is the main reason that I myself and a handful of other gamers use the Neon Annihilator. At the cost of no random critical hits, a nominal downside if we're being honest, and a flat 20% damage penalty, you deal a near instantaneous 156 critical damage against anyone the game considers wet. Assuming random hit reg is on your side, that's enough to stop a scout in his tracks, throw a wrench in the engineer's plans, fry the spy, crush the kraut, and slay the sniper in a single surprise attack. Unless your opponent has some sort of health buff, resistance, or a pocket medic, a single hit from the Neon Annihilator will also drop the Pyromancer and the Demolition Man down to 19 health, which is enough to finish them off with a single shot from anything including the Scorch Shot. A successful hit on the Soldier will drop him down to 44 health, which is enough to finish him off with a shotgun, but he'll probably just blow himself up. Beef Boy McRib, on the other hand, has a whopping 300 point health pool, so in order to finish him off, you just have to hit him twice. So that's it, right? You just wait for players to piss themselves and greet them with a California high five? Sadly, no. The list of things in TF2 that changes a player's status from normal to wet is very, very short. The list is as follows. Girardi, Mad Milk, Standing in Water. That's it. If you're wondering, that includes this puddle on Double Cross, the ankle-deep sewer on Two Fort, the much deeper canal it connects to, the blood on Bloodwater, and all or none of Banana Bay depending on which side of the weapon you're on. So unless you're on a map that has an essential path for your opponents to get to the objective that also happens to pass through a body of water, your only hope to use this weapon to its full potential is beg a friend to play scout and then follow them around as they try to coordinate a pick with their Mad Milk and your human-sized fly swatter. I've done the math over and over in my head. Valve could easily fix this problem and make the Neon viable if they just tweaked the way the Gas Passer worked. I mean, come on. Valve, please! Why doesn't the Gas Passer make people wet? As Abraham Lincoln once said, if you can't bring your water to the enemies, bring your enemies to the water. Which brings us to Pyro Sharking. Pyro Sharking, or camping, as the angry 12-year-old sniper mains call it, is the practice of strategically locating yourself in or near a source of water and taking advantage of the map's naturally occurring wetness. As the name implies, this usually means swimming around in the water and waiting for victims to be dumb enough to come to you, despite the fact that you're swimming around with a giant glowing neon sign. Welcome to Two Fort. Here's the thing though, I'm not just lazy, I'm also an asshole. Which is why my favorite strategy when it comes to playing this game, racking up those sweet, sweet kill streaks, and farming strange kills for my strange pro killstreak Neon Annihilator is pretending to be a spider. By letting your victims come to you instead of jumping in the pool, loudly announcing your presence to everyone in the server as if to say, "Come at me, bro," you have a much better chance of catching them off guard, securing your kill, and most importantly, being ready for the next poor soul who happens to wander off the beaten path past your little hiding spot. By far, the easiest place to get away with this is 2 Fort, for a couple of reasons. Reason number 1. Noob City. It's no small secret that players from all walks of life and experience levels hang out here on 2 Fort, especially new players. Spend just one afternoon here and you'll see a Hoovie giving out sandwiches, a cosmetically challenged spy forget that he is more than just a knife, and a casual friendly dance party complete with clicking sentries and that same spy again! Reason number 2.
It's free real estate.
There are several corners in or around water that you can stand by and be completely hidden, blindsiding, and if you're a jerk like me, scaring players as you suddenly end their life and vaporize their remains. I like to stand here, but you can also stand here, 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 and sometimes, if you're feeling particularly mean, catch them as they're coming up the stairs, which really confuses most of them as they can't possibly fathom how the water they were just standing in was wet. Feel free to play around with any number of these spots, and if some poor engineer decides to build a teleporter right here, as new players often like to do, camp that shit until the sun explodes, because people will keep coming through it to try and kill you. You may have to switch it up after a while, because killing the same players over and over again can sometimes lead to unintended consequences. Like causing players to go a different way, or change to a different class because you've humiliated them 5 times in a row, standing on the same corner, doing the exact same thing, followed by the obligatory ritual dance.
Tylko jedno w głowie mam, koksu 5 gram, odlecieć sam w krainę zapomnienia.
For them, the primary game objective is no longer their objective. Instead, they will spend the rest of the round trying to avenge themselves, but some take it a step further and camp your hunting spot just so that you can't use it. In that situation, just humor them, because they'll either spend the rest of the match twiddling their thumbs in a corner, or they'll get bored and realize, just like Daddy, you're not coming back. Because I'm a filthy, disgusting man vs. machine casual using try-hard, big-brain strats, we have to talk about MVM and this weapon's effect on that game mode. I love to use the Neon Annihilator when I'm playing MVM, and frankly, under the right circumstances, this weapon can outshine the rest of Pyro's melee options. When you play a game of man vs. machine with a team of experienced players, you're going to have a scout marking giant robots with Mad Milk and the Fan of War. By dumping money into upgrading the Fly Swatter, you can absolutely decimate giant robots. And thanks to the health regen from the Mad Milk, you can stand toe-to-toe considerably longer than you normally would. Medics, please do not forget to buy the Mad Milk syringes. Your ability to spray down every giant robot with milk effortlessly is too good to pass up, and your 200 credit sacrifice is very appreciated by the rest of your team. Before you click off this video, I just wanted to leave you all with one last funny little piece of information that I tested out with some friends. Not only as a pyro can you reflect rockets, grenades, and those oh so powerful glowing orbs of massively underwhelming destruction, you can also reflect jars of Mad Milk and Girardi back at their source. Meaning, if you're feeling extra sneaky, then you can possibly bait out snipers into coming at you with the Girardi Bushwhacker combo, only to then themselves fall victim to their own combo. But hey, that's just a fact. Try it. If you manage to pull it off, send me the video. I can't wait to see how well you guys do. Until next time, my name is Irrelevant, and I will see you in the next video.
Tylko jedno w głowie mam, koksu 5 gram, odlecieć sam w krainę zapomnienia. W głowie myśli mam.